Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with mudlarking find. Here we go for another Halloween craft. Right, okay, I've gathered a few bits and pieces together here. You've seen this one before if you've been looking on the Facebook page. I showed you what I bought. So I've got this from B&M Bargains. I think it was about £4, £3 or £4. It's a candle holder. I initially thought that was like a dome inside. I thought it was glass bottom, but it's not, it's just a tube, but it doesn't matter. Still do something with it. Then I had a root around on my shelf where all the plinths and things like that were, and I found this old candlestick that I'd got from a charity shop, gosh, years and years ago, and also a little wooden disc. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to glue this wooden disc to here, just because I want to give that a nice solid base. Okay, so I'm going to permanently glue it with the E6000, but just so that I can work with it now, I'm going to pop on some glue from the heat gun as well. So the E6000 is for the permanent hold, and the glue gun is just so that we can use it now, so I can work with it now. Okay, just gonna pop that on there. Oops, simple as that. Try and get it in the middle, shall we? Okay, there we go. We've got that on there. Still got a bit of wax on it. We've got that base on there, so let's think about decorating it. So, as per usual, I can't resist. I'm going to have to use my go-to paint, and this is for a decoration to go in the middle of your Halloween table. So if you're having like a little Halloween party, this can go in the middle of it. You can have all your food around it, should you wish to make one yourself. Although you'll have to be pretty quick, because I'm showing you these actually on Halloween, aren't I? Right, okay, so usual thing, my go-to paint. Just in case you're new watching, that is my go-to paint. It's just because my furniture is painted in that colour and I happen to have it, okay? But you know what, crafting, it's all about using the things you've got as well as, you know, going out and buying new things as well. So there's no point in buying new paint every single time I do something. I might as well use what I have. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing, just giving this a coat of this paint. Then I'll dry it with the heat gun, and then I'm going to give it a second coat of paint. And that is all that will need, and then we'll think of something else to decorate it with. Right, there we go. It's got 2 coats of paint. Just sort of unifies it all into one. Just sort of, that will sit on there like that, but it's not enough. It's not enough for us. It needs a little bit more decoration. So what have I got? Got this bead, this beaded ribbon. I might put that round there. Okay. I've got a coffin. Might stick that on somewhere. A coffin. It's a bit hard to see when it's black. Okay, coffin. So probably glue it on. Oh, what else? You know what? I think I want to give it a bit of a colour. Right, I've got some mica powder here. A fuchsia one, so it'll make it look a bit red. Just a mica powder. I just want to put some on the edges just before. Let's see if I can find a soft brush. All my brushes are ruined because I don't wash them properly. That's true. I don't wash them properly. Right. Okay. Let's try this. If I don't like it, it's okay because I can just paint over it. Sorry, let me just get the scissors on the top of there. That's probably easier than trying to pick that off. There we go. Right. Let's see. I'll tell you what, I'll try it under here because that's where you won't see it. But this is just, I'm just trying it to see what it looks like on here because this will be underneath the thing. Might as well finish it off. Right. Right, can you see? I don't know if you can see the shimmer on the camera. Probably not, but I like it. I like the colour of that, so I'm going to go for that, I think. Right. I'm going to be covered and shining in this mica powder. Right, just going to sort of pick some up off the floor. Just a light smattering of this mica powder. You get it in. You can get like a set of 24 colours. I don't know, for next to nothing. Less than £20, £15. I'm thinking. I can't truly remember. So all sorts of colours. You've seen me use a brown one before, I think. I'll just give it all a little light shimmering. I am going to put beads on there, so that's not too important. I'm not sure the camera can pick up the full effect of this shimmer. It's a really lovely effect. Sorry, just giving it a little bit of blow off camera, but you see as the light hits it there, it's shimmer, but it's still keeping that colour, but it's got that red shimmer to it. I really like that effect. Right, I'm going to just pop the lid on that, and because it's mica powder, I'm just going to mop it up so I'm not covering everything in it, because it's like what you get in makeup. It's like a makeup powder, so it will just cover everything in a little bit of the shimmer. Okay, right, so let's plug the hot glue gun in. It has been on, but I think it's cooled down a bit now. Okay, it's hot now. I'm just going to put a blob on there. A little blob there. hold that in place. I'm just going to put a few blobs all the way around. So I'll just put the glue on and just press the ribbon onto it. There we go, just pressing it on. Get a lot of strands from a hot glue gun. Okay, I'm just going to overlap that bit of ribbon at the end. That will be the back. Okay, let me just get rid of the little strands of glue. Right, okay. Decorated it with that ribbon there. Right, what next? So that is the back and that will be the front. I think maybe I'm going to put that there. Okay. And I want that box a little bit open, I think, so I'm going to put a bit of glue. Sorry. A bit of glue at the bottom. A bit of glue at the top edge there. Sorry. It's hard to see because it's black. Glue, top edge, bottom edge, because I want the coffin door to be a little bit, open. Tell you what, I'm going to use permanent glue. I'm going to use permanent glue on that, not just rely on the glue gun. One sec. Sorry, 1 second. So I'm going to put permanent glue at the bottom, and at the top will be where the glue gun is, okay? Don't remember, don't forget, sorry. I use both glues so that I can craft and show it you before having to wait for the glue to dry. Go. I'm just going to put some permanent glue on that lid. Got it. Permanent glue at the bottom, heat glue at the top. Okay, just because I want that a little bit open, that coffin. Okay, I wonder actually if I've, wait 1 second, I wonder if I've got a little hand that we could have coming out of there. 1 minute. I think I do. I might have to take that lid off because I've just realised I've got a little hand I can use. That one. That one. I think I can use that little hand coming out of there. Right, I'm going to use that little hand, so I'm sorry, I'm just going to undo that coffin lid. There you go, just got a bit of cream paint. Just going to paint that, dry it, and then maybe just rub a little bit of the grey paint on it. Just put it, I'll show you anyway, I'll show you. Let me just do that and give that a little bit of a dry. So it's just a little hand. that's all I need to do. Just give it a little bit of a dry, and then just take a little bit of this paint. Let me just stick it on here. I'll just put a little bit on that wipe. I'm just gonna rub it on, not painting it, just sort of rubbing it on, rubbing it off type thing. Just to give it a little bit of an aged look. I know it's a little bit too out of proportion for this coffin, but you get the idea. I think we're going to have you in there, mate. Okay. Okay, we'll stick that in there. I'll just peel off the original glue. I use my glue gun to melt it, actually. The glue that was on there already. Right, okay, we melted the glue that was on there already. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on there to help it stick a little. Glue strands everywhere. Right, okay. I think I like that. I think as decorations go, we've got a little coffin. Really hard to see because it's black, but we've got a coffin with a small but still oversized hand peeking out of it. For now, I think that's okay. We're going to just let that set, dry, whatever it is it needs to do. We might come back and add some more things to that, but it's got what I wanted on it, which is a coffin and a hand coming out of it, just on the stand. Right, okay, now let's wipe that paint off. I've got glue everywhere. That glue gun just doesn't stop pouring out. Right, okay, so, you know me, I've not really thought it through that much. Right, okay, we've got this. Now, this is the whole thing that this craft was based on, was this tea light holder. I thought it looked quite spooky. All it is antlers. I thought it looked, you know, quite spooky like, but it's just like black antlers all the way around a glass tube. Right, what I want to do is I want to build some sort of scene in here. So I've got a box full of bits and pieces I've just sort of thrown in. I've got a grassy, mossy bit that I thought could go in there. Right, and then I did a craft with some flowers in it, and the flowers were like roses, but it had like plastic stems to them. So I thought, well, they look a bit like a tree. Sorry. So I'm gonna, what I want to do, I want to actually put a hole in there so that it's glued to the base and not glued to this. Do you understand? Because if you glue it to that, it's only as strong as the fibres on there. But if I glue it to that, it's as strong as that on there. Okay, so what I will do is just, I'll mark it. Well, you know what? I'll just put a little, it's more or less there. I'm just going to put a little hole in. There we go. So when I glue that there, and then I glue these in it, the glue is going to go on the base through that hole. It'll just make it a little bit stronger. Okay, it's like if you're gluing something to paint, the glue's going to stick to the paint, okay? It's not going to stick to the surface. It's not going to stick to the surface like a wood surface. It's going to stick to the paint on top of the surface. So your fix will only be as strong as the paint, really, if you fix it into the paint. So do you understand what I mean? I'm going to glue it into there. Right, okay, I'm sure you understand that. Right, first of all, I'm going to glue that in. hot glue it. That's all we need. Doesn't need a permanent fix. It's not holding anything. Okay. To the trees to the back. Simple as that. I'm just going to push it in. It's lovely. I got this from Temu. It's like a soily. It's like a soily moss. So it's got patches of like soil looking bits in it rather than, you know, just being green like grass. Quite effective. Okay. Right, so then I'm going to, I might glue my trees together, then glue them in. So let's have a look. I might try and glue them together and then glue them in. Right. So I'm going to hot glue it and permanent glue it. 1 second. Hot glue, permanent glue. Just put a bit of hot glue there to help it. Just cool it down a little bit. Okay. So I do have to make sure it will fit inside that tube, don't forget. That's why I've overlapped it a little bit. Right, now I want to have a bit of both. What should I have? No, hot glue. A nice big dollop of the hot glue right in that hole that I've cut. Okay. Can you see? There. So just out of that rose stem, I've made a little tree. Right, let's see if I can just get that glue to be a big wedge there. Okay, lots of glue strands. Right, where's that bit I've just cut out? With that bit I've just cut out, just peel the back of it. I'm just going to stick it on the front of the glue that's in front of that, just so it hides it. Okay. Okay, so I've just hidden the glue with a little piece of moss there. Right, so we've got our tree. Let's just make sure before we go any further that we can still get that on. And we can still get that on. Okay, right, what next? What next? Do I want toadstools? Yes, I do. So I've got a white glass button here. What else have I got? What can I make toadstools with? Oh, and I've got some pumpkins. Right, I can make one toadstool. I'll see how we go with that. Right, let me just get something to do a stem on that button. Okay, I've got a pipe stem to attach that button, and I found that thing as well. That little ceramic stopper thing, whatever it was. Okay, so I'm just going to hot glue this pipe stem onto this button, this glass button. That's it, simple as that. Just have to cool it down a little bit. To be fair, we could just fill that with glue. Ouch. Fill it with glue on the table rather than in our hands, shall we? There we go, that's better. Gosh. Honestly, I hate hot glue. I really hate it and I never learn. Right, there you go. I'm just going to leave that a few minutes to dry. Oh, I also found a little half marble, which I thought was a hat pin top, but it's just a half marble. So I've glued a pipe stem to that as well. So we have got 3 mushrooms there to decorate. Right, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm just going to give them a coat of brown. Just going to put it straight onto the board. I can clean it with a wipe. Okay. Right, so first of all, I'll do the glass button one. Just give it a coat of brown. There we go, just a rough first coat. Okay, so only the first coat. Okay, first coat of brown. I'm just going to give it a quick zap and then I'll come back to you. I was just going to paint them my usual red and white spots, but I thought, you know what? Let's do it a little bit different this time. I will do one with red, and I've got a bright pink colour there. Dark orchid, that one's called. And then I've got a bright green one. That's just from the works, which is an English like craft store. Okay, so I want to do a little blob for a green one. A little blob of the pink, and then a blob of the red. And if I don't like them because they're too bright, I do want colour, but if they're just too bright, I'll go over them with the mica powders. And then a blob of the like pinky red colour. Okay, let's get a brush. Right, let's do this big one here as a green one. I will give these a second coat, but I'll just show you for now. I'll just put one coat there for the green one. Okay. I will get a second coat because I don't know if you can see it, but I can see the brown through that one. Then I'm going to do one coat for the bright pink one on this one here. Okay, that's a pink one. And then we'll do that half a clay marble. We'll do that one as a red one. Okay, I'm just going to give these a dry, and I'm going to give them a second coat so that they're a nice solid colour, and I'll bring you back and we'll do some sort of dots on them. Right, they're dry now. They've got a couple of coats. Green one, pink one, and the shimmery red one. Right, let's put some dots on these. a little bit of that. And a paintbrush, we'll use that one with the smaller rounded thing. So I'll just dip the end of a paintbrush in to whatever I want my dots to be made of. There you go. There's a little dotty toadstool. Let me just give that a blast. Just helps when I put it down not to ruin it. Okay, put that there. Right, let's do the, we'll give them all these little cream dots, I think. Okay, there's another one, spotty one. I always use acrylic paints because they dry super fast. Trying to do them different sizes, sorry, different sizes. Okay, there you go. Let's give that a quick zap. Okay, right, let's just wipe the table. Right, what should we do next? Right, I do have, well, they're properly drying. I do have a bird, but I don't want it that colour. It's just made of feathers. But I want it to be black. Right, I have got black mica powders. I wonder if... I'm sure if I paint it, it'll just like clog up, won't it? Or should I try ink? About ink and then the mica powder. Right, I'm just going to try it. Look, it's a bird. I don't want it that colour. No, oh, just go for it. Right, less talking, more action. Maybe if we got the ink to the bird, maybe. I mean, I could have just painted it, but you'd lose the effect of the feathers, I think, wouldn't you? I think they'd just like clog up. I don't know. Anyway, we just want to make it darker. If we can't make it completely black, at least we've, you know, made an effort. We might have to make its eyes a different colour. Maybe red. Maybe. Nice shiny red eyes. Right, my fingers are full of this stain now. Right, okay, you know what? It's looking a bit better. All right, it's not too bad, is it? Not. Sorry, let me just... I think it looks more speckledy on the camera. Right. Let's just... I'll try and get it so I can get around the eyes. This brush is a bit rubbish. Right, there we go. We've done it with the black ink. We haven't lost any of the feathers. The feathers still look feather-like. It's a lot darker, so are my fingers. Right, so just let me wipe all that off my fingers, and then we'll see if we can add mica powder to that to make it just a little bit shinier. But so that is a black bird, so I'm very pleased with that. I got that from an antique shop, and I think I've got about this 2 birds, and there's about 5 different things. So, and it cost me a £5, so I'm glad it didn't go wrong. But it's only £1. So right, just let me wash my fingers and I'll come back. Okay, well I think that's me for the week. Black fingers. I think it's a little bit more permanent than I thought. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, it's like a crafting injury. Right, okay, let's put some mica powder on here, some black, and let's see. Oops. If it makes it shiny. Oh, and it does. Okay, right, I am absolutely loving that. So there we go. We've not lost the effect of the feathers. That's all. You can still see that it's feathers, but it's got a lovely, lustery, like eyeshadow. Look at my fingers again. Oh God. It gives it a lovely, lustery finish. Okay, right, let me just sweep some of this back up into the thing. Not that I'm that desperate to have some, but I'll do. It's not like there's hardly any of it. It's full. It's a full tub. Right, okay, I need to wipe that up now. Right, we have our bird done. So, should we fix her in the tree? I think we might as well. So we want permanent fix and the instant fix. So, I'm going to put her, let's see if we can move this a little bit closer to him. I'm going to put her in the tree. Oops, can't see because my hands there. Okay, sorry. So put the, of course it's bunged up. So let me just stick, there we go. I'm going to stick blob on there, which will glue and hold it in place forever. And then a blob there, which will glue and hold it in place right now. I'll put another little blob just at the top of the forever glue. There we go. Right, I'm just going to give the eye a little dab of red, I think. Oh, sorry. I think it looks great. It looks fab, but I just want the eye just to have a little thing of red. There you go. Just do the other one, not that you can see it. Right, red eye. Look at that. That bird, I think it looks great. It looks like a tree, even though it's, you know, it's whatever it was. It was rose, plastic rose stems from some roses that I did, some flower thing that I did in one of the other crafts. Right, so we've got our bird in our tree. Okay, right, we know the glass dome fits on, we've tried it. Right, let's see about placing these in here. Roughly. Like so. Right, they're a bit bright for me. I thought they might be. So I'm going to get some mica powder and put it over the top. Sorry, just let me get a darker colour. 1 second, the one that I usually use. Oops, sorry. Just the darker one. The bronze. Right, let me get that lid off. Oops. It's on my fingers anyway, right. We'll use that as soon as it's there. Right, get a brush. Gosh, I use so many brushes, honestly. Plus it dulls it and it gives it a bit of a shine. I mean, I like the idea of the bright colours, but when I see it, it sort of fills me with dread. Right, there you go. That's got a lovely smattering of the bronze mica. It takes the shine off it. Same with this one. It probably still looks bright on the camera, but trust me, it's took the shine and the brightness off, but it's still leaving the colour there. It's hard to describe. Yeah. I'm sorry if you can hear any noise in the background, that's my daughter talking. There you go. There we go, look, bronze on that one too. Okay, I feel better about that now. I thought they just looked a little bit too bright for me. Not my sort of thing. Right, I'll tell you what, I've got some skulls. Skulls. I'll do the usual with the skull, and I will put some paint on here. Then I'm going to wipe it off. So I'll do that. Just put paint on here, in the eyes and on there. That's all I need to do because I'm going to wipe it off. Just make sure it goes in the eye, just make sure it goes in the eye sockets. That. And then I'm just going to wipe it off with a wipe. There you go. Just rub it, just rubbing it. Doesn't have to be no particular method, but I just want to show you the difference between those two skulls. God, honestly, look at the state of my fingers. Those two skulls and a skull that hasn't been painted. I'll put them on my hand for you. So, I don't know if you can see the difference there, but one that's been painted, just rubbed over with the paint, and the one that hasn't, it just gives it a little bit more age to it, doesn't it? Okay, so we've got a couple of skulls. Right, do we want... Right, let's just glue them in. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. That big blob of glue. Hold it in place. Can you see? I'm just going to put a bit of blob of glue if I can. Oh, I can't get to it. I'm going to use my brush because I just want to put a blob of glue on the tree just to hold the weight of that up. There, I just put that on the tree just to help hold the weight of that up. It's quite a tall one, that. Let me just make sure that goes on. Yep, it does. Always check because I've done things like that before and they haven't gone on and I've had to redo them. Right, okay, so let's show you as we're going. Got a mushroom, got the bird in the tree. Okay, what should we do with it? I might have one laid down a bit. What do you reckon? Or like that. Slanted a bit. Okay. Okay. All right. So we want that one towards the back. Nope. No, just stick it towards the front. Might have that one a bit slanted as well. Okay, glue on it. Stick it in. I'm going to hold it for a second. Okay, I think it's looking okay. Do we want a spider? Yep, you can't properly see it yet. Sorry, you can't, I don't know. I haven't got a light. There you go. Although I've got all the lights on in here, it's very, very hard to see it. There you go. Spider maybe towards... Oh, tell you what, a little bit of web. A little bit of web. Right, I've got the web stuff here. Right, we just rip off what we want. We only need a little bit. We don't need a lot. Oop. Sorry. Ugh, it gets everywhere. Right. Okay, all right. That definitely looks good. I don't feel like I need to glue it. Don't think. Let me just pop it around the top of that tree. Right, let's get rid of that. Okay. Now we'll have the spider. Okay, I think that, ooh, looks like a ghost. Right, there we go. Now I think I prefer the spider. Now we've got a bit of web going on around there. The bird, don't forget the bird's still there. We've got a skull. Let's pop the skull in. Oops. It's very hard to manoeuvre with nails. Okay, let's pop that little skull there. Might pop one, give it a little bit of something at the side. 1 second. Another skull, I'll show you in a moment. Right, let's pop that one just towards the back a bit. Okay, a couple of skulls, a spider, the poison mushrooms, and the little bird in the tree. Okay. Right, what else have we got? What else have we got? Do we want to put anything? I've got some little black bats, which I did. I had a pink mould. Oh, here it is. It's to hand, so I'll show you. Sorry, 1 second. It's actually a cake mould for doing little bats. I think I've shown it you before, but I'll just put casting plaster in it because I've got 10 ton of it, and just made some little bats. Just painted them black. It works well. So let me just shift my chair back. Right. Should we stick them on the glass? Let's see, how many have we got? We've got 2 painted ones. Yeah, why not? I think we could stick those on the glass, couldn't we? Might do that at the end then. Right, let's see what we've got. Right, and do I want a woman at the back? I've been sent loads of paper stuff. I think this one was of linnet actually. You know, loads of little books and papers, and I've got a little 10 ton of Charlotte as well. And I just saw these 2 women on here, and I thought, I wonder if we could have them in the background of this. I'm going to cut them out, and I'm going to see what I feel like, about it being in the back. So let me find my scissors. Use these ones. Did have some big ones somewhere. Don't know where they've gone. Right, okay, I'm just going to cut these women out. I might even just use one, I'm not sure. They're not old, I believe the replica like leaflets. See, I'll pop it in and see what I feel about it being in the back. But I tell you what, you know what cutting out is, so I'll come back when I've cut that out. Okay, there we have it. Cut out those 2 ladies. Let me give it a bit closer to you. And so what my idea was, let me just try it out, sorry, is to glue it on the back of that. Okay, and stick it behind there. Let me just have a look, see how I feel about that. 1 second. I feel like I don't like it. I feel like that is not for that. Right, okay, forget that. I also found this, and this one might be off Lynette or it might be off Charlotte. I don't know, because I've got so many craft bits in different places off different people. I can't possibly remember. Okay, but this was gifted to me. I like this. And my idea was maybe this was my second idea if that one didn't work, to darken it somehow, change it a little bit and add it to the back of there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to darken this because it's not dark enough. See Possibilities Everywhere is on that. I know it's a Halloween theme. I know it's a butterfly, but I think if I darken it, I think we might just get away with it. I'll just see what the black mica is like on there. Right, I'm going to black mica it, then I'm going to black ink it, I think. So let's darken it all up first. So let's start off with something a bit more my sort of thing. Okay, that's the mica. As you can see, it's now made it all shimmery and darker, but it's still not quite right for me. Right, so let's put that there. Let's get another wipe. Honestly, I'm going to go through half a packet of wipes for every craft. Okay, right, I think we're on the home straight now. Okay, we've got that. Right, ink. I'm going to use the black ink that I used on the bird. Okay, so I'm going to darken edges and corners. Yeah. Woo! Okay. Just going to rub that ink on there. Okay, that is a bit better. That's a bit better for that one. In a sec. Right, let's give it a quick blast just to dry that ink so I can handle it. That's it, just want to give that quick black. Oh, could I add them ladies to that, do you think? No. Right, okay, forget the ladies. Right, I was going to add the things to that, but I'm going to add them to this instead, actually. Just makes more sense. I know that's going to get tucked behind, so I'm going to put them at the top. Okay, so 2 little bats. I've got a spider that's somewhere. Okay, so thinking spider there. Okay, spider, maybe a bit of web. Let's go for it. Right, I think we've transformed with that, haven't we? Right, okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to get some lights and then I'm going to put it all together. I think we're nearly done. Woo! Spiders web everywhere. Okay, I think I've got everything now. I'm going to glue this onto here. We've done this. We've got a lovely, let's see if we can show you, pumpkins, skulls, little tree with a little wicked blackbird or crow in there, a couple of skulls, spider, and a little bit of a spider's web. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a blob of permanent glue on. I know I do keep repeating myself, but sometimes if you skip bits and what have you, you know, you might miss. So, bunged up. Need to buy some more. Actually, while I'm talking about buying some more, I want to thank everybody who has bought me craft stuff off my Amazon wish list. I really do appreciate it. And without your help, I would find doing all this very difficult. And not only that, Amazon, all the crafting gifts that you send me. Send me and give me lots and lots of crafting gifts, and I really, really appreciate it. There you go. I do keep forgetting to say, but I do appreciate it very much. Right, we want that at the front. Okay, so let's make sure I've set that on properly. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. That does look amazing. Oh my goodness me. Right, and I want this on it, and I want this. Where do I want this? Side, sort of sideways. I want that there. I love it. I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to, at the back, just going to put a bit of glue there. A little bit of glue there, just to hold that in place, because it's just sort of teetering on the edge there. Oops, right, hold on. Wait a second. Right, you know what? I think we've done it. I think we've done it again. Right, I'm going to show you in the big camera. Right, we've done it. Whew, that feels like it was a long make. Right, okay, so I started off with that little tea light, that candle holder with the stag horns all around it, and I thought, oh, that looks spooky. Please excuse any glue strands. Okay, so it is glued on, so let's have a look inside there. We've got mushrooms, we've got skulls, we've got a spider's web, we've got that bird. That bird does look amazing in that thorny tree. And then we've got that thing at the back, that jigsaw puzzle, which I've darkened up, put some bats on and a spider. Just like it, just adds to it, just takes it off the sides and off the top, and I like that. And then we've got the stand, super stand, that circle of wood I put on top of this, which is a candle. I think I've got another one actually. It's a candle holder. And then we've got there, look, can you see? A little coffin with a hand poking out. Mick made the hand for me. The coffins. And then what you didn't see was I just popped another skull on there and put beads around the middle. There you go. I think that, even if I say, when I think of these things, then I start them and think, oh, it's not going to look any good, but I'm really quite pleased with it. Really pleased with that. That would look great on the centre of a table, wouldn't it? With your spooky food around it if you had a little party. You never know, might throw the kids a little party while I'm at work, a little Halloween party, and stick that right at the back so they can't touch it, because they're little and they'll break it. But there you go. I think that is a fabulous Halloween centrepiece. And I know you're focusing on my lovely pumpkins at the back there. They're always there to raise a smile at Halloween. There you go. That's beauty. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified when we put any videos up. And also, don't forget, if you really enjoyed it, we have got the Ko-fi link down below, which you can donate the price of a coffee to us, and we appreciate it very much. Thanks for watching. Bye.